Alrighty, it is Wednesday, guys. About to head off for morning session, just having my coffee. Really didn't want to get up this morning, but I have got to get in as much training sessions as I can in because tomorrow we're flying to Bangkok to watch the boys fight. So yeah, which would mean I'll get a morning session in tomorrow and then I won't get one until I'm back again on Saturday night. So yeah, a lot of bit of broken up training this week, so gonna get into it. Strength and conditioning today. Fuck. Alrighty, bit of an interesting session. I forgot to record, but basically our strength and conditioning circuit that we do. And yeah, it was good, but felt absolutely wrecked on the run. I was so close to not going this morning because I was just that bloody tired and I felt like my body just never turned on. So super glad to get through that strength and conditioning, just riding home on the scooter now. And yeah, try to get some water into me, a bit of food, and get ready for the afternoon. Different bit of brekkie today, got some pad kapow, which basically translates to rice, chicken, basil and chili, I think. Got an IV drip as well in a bit of a dodgy place, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, just some vitamins to feel a bit better because I felt so depleted from being sick. There was cats running around in here and stuff, not real hygienic. Wednesday afternoon session now. Feeling pretty good. Had that IV, which was just vitamins and stuff, because I was feeling super depleted, you know, and feeling good now. So we'll see how we go. Feel a little bit more hydrated again now. And yeah, so here we go. Just walking back from the RV run, 5K again. Cows are pretty standard around here. The boys in the sweatsuits just cutting the final bit of water before their fight in Bangkok. I don't know why my camera was locking on the BP this afternoon. I kind of just rolled with it. Thai boy always likes to do some modelling when the camera's on him. Camera's still on BP, just rolling with it for the moment. But basically I felt better after the IV. Like immediately I got off the table, I felt like I wasn't as dizzy. You know, I must have really been depleted and whatever. But truth be told, I still felt crap. I don't know what kind of sickness I had. It's kind of, to be honest, it's almost like it hit me once and then got a bit better and then hit me again. So it was just, you know, had kind of one of them double-sided ones. It was very weird, but anyway, whatever. So hitting pads of volley here and another good session, throwing my kicks, throwing my knees. Loved it. This one was especially difficult though, I'm not going to lie. I had such a depleted strength and conditioning session this morning and I was really feeling the kettlebell swings that I had to do. My hips and legs were just not having a bar of it today. It was like I had low blood pressure or something. Just legs didn't want to move. But anyway, you know me, I'm just crawl, walk, run. I'm still going to get in there and have a good crack. So we're just kicking here and whatever else, having a bit of a bash. And it was good. Starting to get heavier on my kicks, starting to throw my body on the line more. And yeah, probably the biggest progression I've had with my kicks and knees is just hitting higher in general, hitting a lot higher, pushing my hips a little bit more past their limits, and I am getting more flexible. I'm getting more flexible and more stretchy, and I'm pretty keen to try and keep that when I'm back in Australia. Back into the clinch again with Henry and just pretty much working my dumps at the moment, you know, just sort of turning, just basics, turning someone one way and dumping and turning them one way then the other and just sort of playing that little chess game, putting my foot out, making them step onto it, but it seems to be working. I'm getting them well. Spending a bit of time just sort of working on that weighted posture over the top too. Just trying to make people carry my weight and progressing that into the turns too and the foot sweeps or whatever's. It's been good, but yeah, it's when you're tall, you really want to get over the top of a person and just weigh them down. You know, I've done clinches with people that they're just like removing a damn weight vest off when you exit the clinch with them, because the way they lock up and put their weight on you, and it's like gasses you out. So it's yeah, just that I'm trying to create that feeling where you're almost like a wet blanket on the top of their head, and they're just trying to search for the edges, but the blanket's so big and heavy they can't get out. You just want to smother the person in the clinch, basically. You sort of see here also, I'm just kind of working little elbow setups. You can see the way I've got my right hand there. I'm just ready to throw an elbow over the top. So just little things like that, just for in the clinch. And yeah, starting to come along. As I go along, some of these clinch dumps are getting more and more effortless. And that's merely because of timing. I feel their weight, I feel their feet, I feel their the way they're transitioning and moving. And I've sort of been mucking around with this concept where I guess it's easier to explain in person, but basically like swapping between rigidity and softness in the clinch. So if I'm kind of rigid and they move me left, then I'm going to go right, like I'm going to go with them almost, like a plank of wood. And then I can be soft as well, so when they go to move, their locks slip off me because I'm actually relaxed and limp. So I'm actually starting to use that to bait people and kind of put rigidity onto it and make them think that they can turn me, and then when they try, they end up overexerting and slipping off because I actually change my feeling to limp. So they try to push rigidity, they end up losing to limpness, and then it frees up elbow position or elbow opportunities, I should say. So that's something I'm working on, which I'd learnt from one of the professors in jiu-jitsu, actually, that concept. And yeah, it's been really dominant. I've gotten some cracker opportunities with it, and it's really advanced my clinch game just knowing it. So Henry's got quite a good crossface, him being tall and long, lanky. It does create problems for me. I've got a couple of techniques to get out of a crossface. That was a little one there, but I won't reveal them because they are super dominant and fight enders. So me to know and everyone else to find out the hard way. But yeah, just sometimes it's good to be in the clinch and just let people get really dominant locks on you. I try to get myself in the deepest shit possible sometimes, and then work my way out, because at the end of the day, if your defense is impeccable, what's somebody going to do to you, really? Like, defense should be priority in your game, and I really do use this to my advantage, even in fights, because like, you know, once you kind of, you know, find out what somebody wants and find out what their game plan is, and then you just defend it and exploit it, you know, it's very difficult to them to come back, especially when you're only fighting 3 or 5 rounds or whatever. On top of that, also, the best offensive opportunities come from defense. You know, especially whether it be Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu or whatever, if you defend really well and more efficiently than them and think, you know, 1 inch is a mile or whatever, yeah, you'll get really good opportunities from defending well. And it normally comes down to the other person just slipping up, just not moving as efficiently as you. So yeah, guys, can't stress enough defense. And, you know, speaking of efficient movement too, you want to be as greedy as you possibly can when it comes to movement, whether it be just locking things and using right down to your pinky for leverage, ring cutting absolutely every single step, and just be super greedy. You know, a little bit of a Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean quote for you, but take what you can and give nothing back. And it's a really good way. I think about this a lot. If you've sparred me or even if you've fought me and you're watching some of these, you'd know that you might find that I ring cut well. So anyway, yeah, you got to take everything you can, be as efficient as possible. But that does it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And seriously, it really helps the algorithm. If you want these sort of vids to keep coming, guys, it's got to be worth it it's got to be worth the time, really. So like and subscribe. You know, leave comments if you want. Don't be afraid to suggest things that you might want to see or whatever. You know, we're in the age of content. I don't know what you want to see, but just let me know, guys, and we'll do it.